Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. First carry for Melvin Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. D Ford in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Stafford. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Fletcher Cox. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jaguars getting set to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Blue 45, blue 45.
Bortles to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Here's Bortles to throw. Pryor has it complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough, swinging the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Bortles now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. D. Ford in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Second down, here's Bortles. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Terrell Pryor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 25. And now out comes Houston. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. To throw on second down is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. They've got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
An update from Buffalo. The Dolphins, they're out to an early lead over the Bills. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
2nd down, 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Gordon as they go to him again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Shotgun now for Bortles. Open man there is Patterson, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cordero Patterson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. First down, Drake. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 46 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Melvin Gordon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. On the toss play, this is Drake. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down. Here's Stafford. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll let it fly for Austin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tavon Austin. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Blue, black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. A toss play, Gordon. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Second down now after the pass completion. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Stafford. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again at Stafford. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kenyon Drake in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
From the 50, it's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep over the... This is caught inside the 15. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Following the penalty, here's Charles. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Green 90. Left.
Gordon. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to air it out deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ladarius Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And some room. Jamal Charles, nobody in front. The 30, 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jamal Charles, 78 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Bortles. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. The Dolphins, they have extended their lead in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. It's caught. Eddie Royal. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Bortles now on first down. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Slow. Here we go now. Ace.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They begin the drive with Charles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Out of the gun, Stafford. Austin's got it left side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Tavon Austin, 88 yards. And the Texans have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he's got room. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go. Green 90. Left.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Coney Ely in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Throwing his Bortles. And he's got a noon one. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Complete. Richardson has it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Jags. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, now Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Dominique Easley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kiko Alonso in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They are in the 4th in Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Bortles. And that is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go. Green.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he comes back with one complete. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back.
Green 90. Green 90. Black 58 rail. Black 58. Left.
Here's Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Green 90. Green 90.
Here's Bortles to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On second down, Jamal Charles, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Stafford. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he is knocked down from the side. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. He's back to throw. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Bortles with a knee to the ground, and that should do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, it's a fourth win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Houston, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.